Welcome back, Tobias. You're at the construction site in Willich today, where myself and the community bought in last December a flat of yours. Back then, it was just a hole in the ground, some walls, but nothing much really. And now you're sitting inside the property. What happened over the last couple of months? Tell us.
Yes, thanks for having me again on your channel, Axel. As you can see in my face, I get a small scratch from being at the site and being active. No, just kidding.
Working hard on the property, yeah?
Working hard. Yes. No, just kidding. Yeah, actually, I'm sitting right now in one of our apartments here in the upper floor. So it's a third floor, actually. And yeah, as you can see here, some walls and of course here the window back to the balcony. Yeah, it happened a lot actually. We have a good schedule. We have a good timing. All the construction parties which are helping us to develop are very reliable, and it's going on very well. So we have basically finished the main works here to close the building. So we have the roof, of course, and the shell of the building. Now this week they will start with the facade. So they put on like a beautiful facade. Yeah, you can see it's still people working here. Hi. And yeah, now of course we started to do the works inside. Excuse me. Chef ist ganz unten in Garage. Keller, ja. Bitte.
So Michi is also there today?
Yeah, and my colleague Michi is also there.
Okay.
So yeah, you see, it's some here, some planning to do, and they ask us, of course, what to do next, and have some questions. So we are live, as you can see.
Mm-hmm. Unscripted.
And, unscripted, very unscripted. Now, what was I about to say is that, yeah, of course, now the inner works started, the dry walls, etc. Inside, I can show you. I go into a bathroom where you can see all the connections to. Okay, it's a little bit dark. Okay, now here they started to put on like wood, etc. to put down the toilets and also the shower construction to have it at the walls. So it's going very well actually, and also for the time plan for you as a buyer and the community as buyers, we are about to start renting the apartments out beginning of next year. So we have a good schedule right now.
How is it that your construction sites seem to go very smooth? We've seen the pictures where you were with the mayor a couple of weeks ago, only with the Richtfest when the roof was done and everything. And there's so much popping up documentaries and news from the German media that a lot of construction sites that there's no work going on, everything's flat. A lot of property developers going into insolvency. But you seem to be coming so smooth during all of this. How come? What's your secret?
Yeah, okay. First of all, I think our big advantage is that we are not huge as like a big corporation in the real estate sector with a big payroll, a monthly payroll, which needs to be, of course, satisfied. So we have a good structure in the team. We are here on the site by ourselves, so we do the work. We help here on the sites, and we control everything. We control the cost structure, and of course we control the time schedule in this case. And in the beginning, of course, before we can start with the construction, we need to have a pre-sale quote. So we need to sell, or we needed to sell at least 8 apartments to start the construction, and this is what we did. And of course, the general problem here in the German market is that the interest rates rose from approximately 0 to now 3 to 4%, and this is an impact. And there's a big, I would say, people are nervous to buy. Somehow, I don't understand why actually, because as we already discussed in a further, like in a video a few weeks ago with you, the interest rates are still lower than 20 years ago. So, and in the meantime, the wages rose by a certain percent, and so they are basically the people can afford more, and they have more buying power. But somehow it's not very beneficial right now to the in real estate market somehow. But still, I mean, we know the figures, we know the demographics, etc. People need living space, so I'm pretty sure the returns on investments here in the real estate sector will rise again, and this is a big chance also for private buyers to buy into real estate and profit from it. Coming back to us, I mean, we did some major steps, and we were successful with these major steps and these milestones, and therefore we can be in the time schedule.
So good to hear that some things are going right, because I feel this is a spiral going down fast. People are last week the ECB increased the interest rates again, right, to record highs, and now everybody's like, oh, I gotta wait. And then the more you wait, the worse it is, basically, for property developers. So we have this downwards spiral, I think. But we will survive this. We will stick through this. And then the people, again, very similar to investing in the stock market, the people who just do anti-cyclical, what we did basically, buying at the worst time possible, will turn out to be one of the greatest investments. I'm sure of it. Because as soon as interest rates are going down, that's what some people think, right? That interest rates are going to go down again, but then property prices will stay lower as they are right now. But as soon as interest rates are going to go lower again, property prices will pick up. And that's, I think, what a lot of people don't factor in. That's why I'm pretty confident that, I mean, you're buying yourself. We continue buying for the community, and myself privately, I'm pretty sure this is the right approach to be anti-cyclical.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a basic need of the people to live somewhere, to have living space. So if you have the chance, I'm speaking now to the community, if you as a community have the chance to invest in real estate, I would do it, especially in new constructions, because as you heard in the news probably, the laws have been changed in this direction to have zero emission in the future and to reduce carbon dioxide. So, and with this construction we started to do work in this direction, and therefore that's also one reason why people buy right now. They say, okay, I don't want to have headaches in the future with this law, so I sell my apartment what I have right now, my old one. This needs to be renewed or refurbished in the future, so I don't want to have this headache. And now I'm buying a new construction and just have it easy.
That's true, because an old construction could become really expensive if they change some laws and you need to upgrade big time.
Yeah, it's first of all expensive, and also the demand on workers. Someone needs to do it, and we all have. Also here we had one company which started the work, and but they don't have enough people to finish it. So we had to change this company, and that's a huge problem. So if they don't have the workers to do it, then the best law is in this case insufficient.
You said big chance, but and we utilize the chance, we saying as a community. But before you go down to our apartment, because I think it's one floor lower than where you're currently at, are there still some apartments in this property available for people to buy?
Yes, I mean, we have, of course, we have a good mix between bigger apartments and smaller apartments, and we have two smaller ones left, which would be very attractive for investors. So they're not big but not small, so you have a good efficiency in terms of renting it out. So you can achieve a good monthly rent and therefore a yield on this investment. So yeah, of course, and I'm happy to announce also that the community, if there are interested buyers who want to buy a property or in our construction in Willich, we can make an individual offer to them, of course, especially if they come from your channel.
What is the rough estimate for the price? It doesn't have to be on the exact euro, but rough estimates. Are we talking about 150K, 250, 350K?
Yeah, we are in this area. We are roughly around 300,000 K So plus minus depends, of course, on which apartment, but roughly around this in this area. I mean, it's obvious that new construction is, compared to existing buildings, somehow higher. But as you know, with the higher depreciation of 3% on the asset and etc., you have like also a benefit in this case. But compared to existing buildings, you don't need to worry about having a new heating pump in 5 or 10 years, because you have a high standard right now. So in the next 20 years, you don't have any issues. And you have, of course, a guarantee of 5 years from our side in the beginning.
So if we take the 300K, then let's say closing costs, maybe a little bit down payment. We made a small down payment, but because of the GmbH structure, I think if I would have bought it as a private person with a decent financial situation, I don't think I would have needed to make a down payment, because the bank actually said it's more valuable than what I bought it from you, which is also a very rare case. I think it was like 500 euro per square meter or something, that we got it as a community cheaper than what most banks said. So if you have like 30, 40, 50, 60,000 euros, something like this, that you're looking to invest, then you can buy a unit yourself, basically, and maybe a high income above 60, 65K as a single person, because then you're utilizing the depreciation to the fullest with a 42% tax rate. If you have less to invest and maybe not that high of a tax rate, then maybe participating through the token may be a good idea, to the community portfolio.
Correct. Yeah, I think you summarized it perfectly. So if you have 30 to 60K and a good monthly income, it's pretty easy in this case to buy an apartment here, because as you said, we have a good standard in terms of bank financing, because we have a good construction, a good location, high quality. In this case, the bank gives you more percentage on the loan compared to the purchase price, of course.
Cool. Then let's. Are people working downstairs, or can you go into our apartment number 8? Because then we can also edit in the ground floor, and then we can show the people which room you're actually in.
Yes, great. Of course, as you previously saw, there are workers running in the building, but it should be like this, of course. So let's go down from the 3rd floor to the 2nd floor. Let me see here, apartment number 8. You see it here on the wall. It's number 8. And we go in there right now.
That's mine.
Yeah, actually, that's yours. This will be your bathroom. Yes, as you see here.
When you come into the right, yeah.
To the right, of course, you have some storage room here in my back. Yes, and then you're right in the living room. Here, living room around the corner. You have the kitchen. Okay, now I can't open the windows because they are just closed here. They have no, whatever it is called in English. And here is the sleeping room. You can go in there.
Nice.
So small but very efficient apartment.
Now the news are basically going hand over fist, right? Because you said either later this year, but let's just be maybe a little bit conservative and say January, the renting out process is going to begin.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as you see here on the walls and here on the floor, this will be the floor heating. The electric, etc., has been implemented, and now they start with the dry works, they call it. So put on like the floors and do the paintings on the walls and etc. So this will continue, and of course we make sure that the buyers which already bought apartments will have the first finish of the works so that they can start renting it out.
Is there anything else in the property that you'd like to show us, or that any information that you want to give us about the Willich property?
Let me see if I find the exit here, which with an open window I can show you from the outside. The facade. Okay, no. Maybe we have to cut this a little bit shorter. Give me a minute. Okay, one more thing here, the elevator is also already in the building. Go down. Careful, otherwise I get another scratch. I'm also now standing in another apartment where you can see like the plans on the wall for the construction companies to see what they need to do and where to put the stuff. So it's very going forward. No, also no exit. Okay, now I'm standing in the inner circle of the building. See in the back here, it's the Richtkranz from the Richtfest, and yeah, the facade will be put on the walls in this beginning of the week. So from Wednesday, Thursday they start, and this will be the next huge step of the building. So to give the bride a costume, basically. Okay, now I go downstairs into the garage. Okay, I hope I don't lose connection. Okay, here I'm standing here in the garage. It's a huge garage where you can see here and right here in the back, these two tanks. These are the heating pumps. So they will supply the building with fresh electricity and CO2 neutral. Ich muss kurz aufpassen, nicht, dass ich hier irgendwo runterfall.
Ja, das wäre, aber wir hätten es live auf Video. Also wenn du runterfällst, dann jetzt, während es noch aufnimmt.
Genau.
Tobias, now you're on the roof. We can see the solar panels, already everything in the background. What's next for us? What are we gonna do later this year together?
Yes, as you see, I'm standing here on the roof with the solar panels in the back. So the roof has completely been finished. And in the future, in the next few weeks, we will also meet in front of the building to show you the beautiful facade, what we will get. So, as I said, the bride will get its costume, and therefore, of course, we'll do another video, I'm guessing, so this will be fun.
I could make it to the Richtfest in July, I think it was, or in August, but before the property is finished and completely rented out, I'll definitely come one more time.
Yeah, cool. We're looking forward to it, and of course, we invite you to this big event.
All right, then links to everything is in the description, to the tokens and to Tobias, in case that you want to buy a property yourself. And then see you guys in the next video.